Hi, it's Matt from Excel Pro PC, and today I want to do a bit of a video response or expand maybe upon what Louis Rossmann was talking about when he was running through his thoughts on tape, when people put tape over the webcam, over their laptop webcam. And basically in the video he was saying, well, you know, if you're going to bother to put tape on your webcam, well, maybe you should strip out your microphone as well, because you can still be picked up on your microphone, and if you say I'm going to kill this person, it's going to be it's going to be picked up on your microphone even if you've got the tape over your webcam. So it's sort of calling out people, the conspiracists that maybe think that putting a bit of tape over your webcam is going to stop people from viewing what you're doing or hearing about what you're talking about. And my personal experience of sort of tracking other people, this is going to sound really bad, but as a business owner, sometimes I need to know what my employees are doing, because 9 times out of 10, if I suspect somebody of not doing their job, it's normally based on a little bit of truth. So a few years ago I took on an apprentice, and basically the way that my building was worked out, the way that the building was, I couldn't have him next to me, so he was actually downstairs in the basement area, and I basically got suspicious that whenever I came in to talk to him, there was a click on the mouse where he would be changing things over. So I decided that, well, I needed to watch what he was doing, and I needed to figure out what if he was actually working or if he was basically goofing off. So I installed a program called Active Track, which is a semi-free way to track what people are doing. And what it does, it allows you to look at it, well, to basically take a screenshot, a snapshot every so often. I think it's you can set it to every 30 seconds or every minute or something like that, or every 5 minutes maybe. But it will tell you what websites your employee has been visiting, and where they've been going, where they've basically been spending the time, and you can allocate websites to being productive and being not productive. I've also noticed that recently they have put something on there that will allow you to actively block websites as well, which is really good. And I think you get 3 computers that you can do for free, and then after that you have to pay. But I found this program really useful for monitoring this employee and figuring out what he was up to. And so basically I did it, and I told him what was going on, and after that I basically warned him, because he was basically goofing off on Facebook for pretty much most of the day. So I gave him a warning and says, look, I am monitoring you, what you're going on, and if it continues, I'm going to fire you. So anyway, this kept happening, and he was still goofing off on Facebook, and doing other stuff that he was looking at other sites that he wasn't supposed to. So in the end, I fired him, which was a real pain in the backside. I thought it was going to be really good, and yes. So sort of monitoring and tracking people, as an employer, tracking my employees and what they're doing is, sometimes it does need to be done, because sometimes when you're not around that person to view what they're doing on a sort of hourly or on a regular basis, you do need to have a look at what they're doing, because it's my business, and I want to be getting, when I'm paying someone to work, I need to make sure that I'm getting the I need to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth, basically. And you probably, some people are going to say, well, no, that's wrong, they should be able to do what they want. No, it's my money. if I'm paying someone to do a job, I expect them to do it. Yeah, in this case, they weren't doing the job, so they got fired. And yeah, that's probably one of the hardest things I had to do in my business is fire an employee. But yeah, this program actually helped me. One of the other ways that you can do something similar, this is probably not legal anywhere apart from Poland, where you can get it from. But you can also get key loggers as well. So you can either plug a USB key in. This actually goes between the between your USB keyboard. You can get a PS2 version as well, and this allows you to log keystrokes. So this is if you're wanting to view someone's, seeing what people were typing, etc., etc. I mean, the active track could do that to an extent. This is more covert. You might use this if you wanting to catch a cheating spouse, let's say, or you were wanting to monitor someone's key inputs for passwords, etc., etc. Probably totally illegal. This says this is from Paris or Poland. The legality of this is not good. I would never advise someone to get this unless you really had concerns, or you were doing it on a military or maybe for a police or private investigation that needed this sort of information. But yeah, I mean, as you know, I have some military. I have people in the military who advise me on security issues, and they have advised me that you can actually pick up the when you tap a key on a keyboard, you can pick up the frequency, different frequency from a large sort of distance away. There's all sorts of things that can be used in a military sort of that the military have access to, that they can use to pick up keystrokes, etc., etc. They don't need something like this, a keylogger on the computer itself. And there are lots of different things that the military have access to, and probably security firms as well that they have access to, that can pick up your keystrokes and pick up what you're doing on your computer. So, you know, putting a bit of tape over your webcam, yeah, it might stop the odd person looking at your webcam. And Louis was saying that there's also a light that should go on as well on your webcam. I mean, like I have this Genius webcam up here, and there's no light that goes on that tells me that that's been accessed, because it's an external USB one. But yeah, I'll be honest, I used to be putting bits of tape on this one, but yeah, it's completely useless because I've got a microphone hooked up anyway, and yeah, potentially someone could install something like the active track program and just view what I'm doing there anyway. And let's be honest, I don't do anything that it'd be really boring to watch me on this. You know, when I'm working, it'd probably be something like, who wants to watch that for a few hours? No, not me. And that's it. I'm not doing anything dodgy. If you are doing something dodgy, maybe you need to take these, you know, some security steps. But by and large, they'll never, in normal everyday use, you're not going to be doing anything dodgy enough to sort of warrant putting a bit of tape on or removing your microphone from your laptop or your from your desktop PC. So I wouldn't worry about it. If you feel safe for doing that, do it. But you know, in sort of more recent attacks, it's people who've actually uploaded indecent photos of themselves to a cloud-based storage system where and that's been hacked via maybe a brute force password hacker. So what I would say, maybe be more careful about what you're uploading rather than what's actually connected to your PC. Maybe if you're going to upload nude photos of yourself to something, then there is every opportunity for a hacker to guess your password. So maybe be more careful about what you're uploading onto the internet, rather than how you're protecting the devices that are connected to your PC. And that's it. Again, someone could come in and break into break in and grab your laptop, grab your PC. So maybe be more careful about what you store on your PC as well. You can get programs that encrypt files and folders in your on your PC and your laptop. So consider doing that instead of trying to put a bit of tape over your webcam. And also make sure you're aware that most webcams have mics built into them as well if you're on a USB one. So when you're not using it, it might be worth disconnecting it if it's USB, and doing it that way. So yeah, there's lots of other things to think about. Are you being tracked via your work on a program like that and you don't know about it? So yeah, be careful at work. If you're an employer, this might be useful for you, just to make sure that your employees are you're getting your money's worth out of employees, and making sure that they are on track when they say they're struggling to meet a deadline. Is that because they're on Facebook all the time? It's certainly possible. Unless they're a social media marketer, do they need to be on Facebook for more than 10 minutes a day? The answer is probably no. So that's all for now. Just a few things for you to think about. My name's Matt from Excel Pro PC. If this has been useful to you, subscribe, like. If you didn't like what I had to say, dislike it. Thumbs down. Meh. And that is all for now. We're doing about 3 videos a week on this channel. If you do like it, subscribe, share it, etc., etc. And that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.